One pair of shoes is quietly aging you faster than any wrinkle, any grey hair, any outfit choice you have ever made. It's called the granny shoe, and most women over 60 are wearing some version of it right now without even realizing it has a name, or realizing it might be the single fastest way to add 10 years to how a stranger reads you the moment they glance down at your feet. Nobody warns you about this one. It hides in plain sight, tucked into the back of the closet, pulled out for exactly the occasions where you most want to look put together. By the end of this video, you will know precisely how to spot it, and exactly what to replace it with, one shoe at a time. Welcome to Elegant After 60. This channel exists for exactly one reason, to help you look and feel like the most confident, radiant, put-together version of yourself at every single age. If you have not subscribed yet, do it right now before we even start counting, because this list gets more specific and more surprising with every single shoe, and the seventh one might be the biggest closet mistake on this entire channel. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and let's get into it. Before we go further, drop a comment and tell me the very first shoe that comes to mind when you hear the phrase, granny shoe. I have a feeling a lot of you are already picturing the exact same pair sitting in your closet right now. And smash that like button hard, because this video deserves to reach every woman who has ever grabbed the safe shoe out of habit without realizing what it was quietly saying about her. Let's define the enemy clearly, because you cannot fix what you cannot name. A granny shoe is not really about age at all. It is about three specific traits stacking together at once. A thick, orthopedic-looking sole, a rounded, boxy toe, and a dull, flat finish with zero shine or texture anywhere on it. Any one of those three traits on its own is completely fine, even flattering. All three stack together, and the brain files the entire shoe under giving up before it has even had a chance to look at your face, your outfit, or anything else about you. That is the mechanism we are dismantling today, piece by piece, shoe by shoe. Shoe 1. The pointed flat. A rounded toe box does something specific and mostly invisible. It shortens the visible length of the foot and stops the eye's downward line dead at the ankle, which quietly shortens the whole leg above it too. A pointed or almond toe does the exact opposite. It extends that visual line past the actual end of the foot, which is why stylists refer to this as the phantom length trick. Your leg reads noticeably longer, even though your actual height has not changed by a single inch. Look for a slim, low-profile sole in a genuine leather or suede, in a rich black, a warm cognac, or a deep wine. These tones read as intentional rather than purely practical. Skip anything with a thick rubber tread visible from the side profile, because that tread is usually the very first thing your eye is already trying to mentally subtract when it looks at the shoe. A pointed flat in the wrong sole thickness just becomes a granny shoe with a sharper toe. Once your toe shape is working in your favor, there is a second detail that does almost as much elongating work, and it involves adding something most women over 60 have been avoiding entirely. Shoe 2. The block heel loafer. Loafers get unfairly dismissed as the safe, boring option, the shoe you reach for when you want comfort and nothing else. But the version of this shoe doing real work right now has a slight block heel, somewhere between 1 and 2 inches, instead of sitting completely flat against the ground. That small lift is called the posture lift effect. It shifts your body weight subtly forward, which straightens the spine and lengthens the calf muscle at the same time, and both of those small physical shifts read, almost instantly, as alertness and energy from across a room, long before anyone consciously notices your shoes at all. Look for a clean leather upper with genuinely minimal hardware, a simple stitch detail rather than a heavy metal buckle, a giant gold buckle, or an oversized decorative strap undoes the entire elegant effect of the block heel in an instant, because it pulls the eye right back down to a loud, busy detail, instead of letting the clean silhouette do its quiet work. There is a third category entirely, one built for warmer weather, and it solves a problem that quietly ages far more sandals than most women realize. Shoe 3. the ankle strap sandal. An open sandal with absolutely no structure around the ankle can look, with every single step, like it is about to slide right off the foot, and that visual instability reads, unfairly but remarkably consistently, as fragility rather than ease. A thin strap wrapped once around the ankle solves this completely and immediately. Stylists call this the anchor point because it gives the eye one clear, defined place to land, instead of a foot that appears to be floating loosely inside an open shoe with nothing holding it in place. The critical detail here is thinness. Keep the strap slim and delicate. A thick, chunky ankle strap brings back exactly the bulk we spent the first two shoes eliminating, and it can actually visually shorten the leg rather than extending it, which defeats the entire purpose of the anchor. Now, if a full heel feels like too much for certain days, there is an answer for that too, and it might be the single most underrated shoe on this entire list. Shoe 4. The Kitten-Heel Mule. This shoe gives you every bit of the posture lift we talked about in shoe number 2, but with the easy, effortless slip-on convenience of a mule. A 1-inch kitten heel is genuinely one of the most comfortable heel heights that still delivers a real postural benefit. And the open back keeps the whole shoe breathable and realistically wearable for an entire day on your feet, errands and all. What ruins this shoe, almost every single time, is pairing that kitten heel with a squared-off, chunky toe box. Pair the kitten heel with a pointed or almond toe only, following the exact same principle from shoe number 1. Get that combination wrong, and you have not actually solved the granny shoe problem at all. You have simply built a slightly elevated version of it. There is one more category that surprises a lot of women to see on this list at all, because most people assume it belongs in a completely different conversation. Shoe 5. The structured sneaker. Yes, a sneaker genuinely belongs on this list, but the version that works looks nothing like the wide, bulky walking shoe hiding in the back of most closets. The one bought purely for orthopedic comfort, with zero thought given to how it actually looks. Look instead for a low-profile leather sneaker, a slim sole, and a clean, minimal silhouette with almost no visible branding anywhere on it. Stylists call this the quiet sneaker effect, and it borrows the exact same restraint principle that makes an unbranded handbag look elegant rather than loud. A thick, chunky rubber sole, paired with a bold logo running down the side, reads instantly as athletic wear, appropriate for the gym and almost nowhere else. A slim leather sneaker, by contrast, reads as an intentional, elevated choice for exactly the same amount of comfort and support underfoot. Now we move into colder weather territory, and this next shoe might be hiding the single biggest offender in an entire fall or winter wardrobe. Shoe 6. The pointed ankle boot. A rounded, bulky ankle boot with a completely flat sole checks every single box in the granny shoe definition we started this video with, and it is often the exact boot pulled out for months at a time without a second thought, simply because it feels warm and practical. The fix here is threefold: a pointed toe, a defined heel of at least 1 inch, and a slim silhouette that hugs the actual shape of the ankle, rather than boxing around it in a wide, shapeless block. Stylists call this the vertical break because the boot creates one continuous, unbroken line straight down the leg instead of a hard, abrupt stop at a wide, rounded shape sitting right at the ankle bone. Pair this boot with a slightly cropped pant so the boot itself stays visible from the knee down and can actually do the elongating work it is specifically built for. Hide it under a long, wide leg pant, and you lose almost the entire benefit of the shape you just paid for. And now, the shoe I promised you at the very beginning, the one quietly hiding in more closets over 60 than any single other item on this entire list. Shoe 7. The low block heel pump. Here it is. A stiff, boxy pump with a thick heel and a rounded toe is, in many ways, the formal, dressed-up version of the granny shoe, worn to weddings, dinners, and holidays specifically because it feels safe and appropriate, while quietly doing more visual damage than almost anything else covered in this entire video. And because it only comes out for the occasions that matter most, the impression it creates carries an outsized amount of weight. The fix is not giving up the pump entirely, and it never was. It is choosing one with a low block heel, somewhere between 1.5 and 2 inches, paired strictly with a pointed toe rather than a rounded one. This single combination gives you all of the stability and comfort of a low, wearable heel, with none of the boxy, aging silhouette that comes from the traditional rounded pump. Make this one swap, and you will genuinely never reach for the old pump hiding at the back of your closet again. Let me bring all 7 of these together, because here is exactly what ties every single one to the others. None of them ask you to sacrifice comfort. Every single shoe on this list keeps a low, stable heel or a genuinely wearable flat. Nothing painful, nothing impractical, nothing that trades elegance for hours of discomfort. What actually changes, across all 7, is the toe shape, the sole thickness, and the overall silhouette. 3 small, specific details that quietly decide, every single time, whether a shoe reads as elegant and current, or as exactly the shoe this entire video is named after. The pointed flat and its phantom length trick, the block heel loafer and its posture lift, the ankle strap sandal and its anchor point, the Kitten-Heel mule that solves for both comfort and shape at once, the structured sneaker that borrows restraint from quiet luxury, the pointed ankle boot and its unbroken vertical line, and the low block heel pump, the biggest closet offender on this entire list, fixed with one simple swap. Now I want to hear from you directly. Which of these 7 is already sitting in your closet without you realizing how well it was already working for you? And more importantly, which granny shoe are you finally ready to retire for good? Tell me in the comments below right now, and while you're there, tell me what topic you want covered next, because this comment section genuinely decides what I bring you next on this channel. If this video just saved you from wearing the wrong shoe to your next event, I need 3 things from you before you go, and I need them right now. First, hit that like button immediately. This channel grows because women like you decide a video was worth the extra 2 seconds it takes to tap it, and every single like tells YouTube to put this in front of more women who are still reaching for the wrong shoe out of habit. Second, send this to a friend right now, especially if you already know exactly which boxy pump she pulls out for every single wedding and holiday. Tell her to watch the whole thing before her next event. Third, subscribe to Elegant After 60 if you have not already, and make sure that bell is turned on. This channel is growing because women exactly like you keep bringing it with them, and every new subscriber helps this reach thousands more women who deserve to know exactly what we covered today. I am already gathering ideas for next week based on everything you tell me in the comments, so do not disappear without leaving one. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Stay elegant, stay present, and I will see you in the very next video.